Hello, this is Rhiannon Miller. I am currently enrolled in Dr. Bereda's 310 Analyzing Financial Performance at Missouri State. This video is to give you a look at the decisions I made in a Harvard capital budgeting simulation. The purpose of the video is to learn more about capital budgeting and how to make those long-term decisions that companies need to make. And in the simulation, I am the CEO of New Heritage Doll Company. As you can see here, that kind of gives you a little more information on what I was doing. With this prepare tab, I used to how to do the simulation. Basically, I looked at this to find, I'm not going to download it, but you can find reading here about information about different projects and things. There's also a video tab here that is helpful in getting you started and making the right decisions. So under the Analyze tab here, you can see that I reached an APV of 601.71. This home screen throughout all of the years gives you the results in your cash flow. You can also check your revenue by division, so that is helpful in deciding, which projects to take on that are the most beneficial, that make you the most money per se. You can see here that retail made up almost 50% per se of the pie chart, so you want to make sure and do retailing things. And then, as I said, you can go through and see all of that other information. Also here it's telling you updates about your budget, how much you have available, how much you can spend. And whenever I get into kind of the decisions I made, you could also come back here and you could see how your projects were doing per se, good or not. The next tab is the income statement and the balance sheet. And as you can see here, my net incomes really grew a nice amount throughout, the projected years. You can see down here, you can see my current assets and how they grew, which is a pretty cool thing to look at. Or actually, no, I'm so sorry. This is future projections. So this was after everything was all said and done. I guess I forgot I'm on the ending of things here. Okay, let's see here. Also, it's cool to see your liabilities, how they're going to go up or not. And really, they're going to always grow as you take on more projects, but they're not too bad. And then under your production consolidation, you can see a lot of similar things, just a lot of numbers, a lot of things to look at for, the future or health of the business. Let's see here. So in deciding what projects I would choose, this is, the first thing I looked at, obviously. This has all of the numbers, the important information I'm going to want to see in deciding or not I want to take on, the projects. You can look at if the risk is high, medium, or low. You can see the lifetime project costs, the NPV, the internal rate of return, discounts, payback period, the profit index, all of those things that you're going to want to know about to make these decisions. Let's see if I can go into where, okay. So since the simulation has ended and I chose to not go through the entire thing again, I can't see all of my information. But we'll just go back to the project details because you can look at them individually. Okay, so here are all of my decisions that I made. I really tried to how I went about picking the projects that I was going to take on was that they had, higher net present values and definitely higher internal rate of returns. Preferably a lower payback period, but if the payback period was longer, but the profit index or the, end revenues were higher, I was okay with choosing some of those. So this one here I feel was a pretty good choice. See what else we have here. There were a couple others that caught my eye that I thought did really well. Let's see. This wasn't it. So yeah, I can't do a lot. I can't show all the decisions laid out next to each other per se, since my decisions have already been submitted. But in all of the ones I chose, all of the profit indexes were above 1. That way I was going to make money, most definitely. I tried to choose ones also with high internal rates of return. And like I said, high net present value. And yeah, so you can see here that I reached the APV, which was supposed to be over 600. I barely reached it, but I did.
Says it's a recording.